Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you're watching this from. Welcome back yet again to another video and to another story. And if you are new here, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment and share. And I'll be your host for the day. Fami Shurayfor is my name. Thank you so much for your love, your support, and for always tuning in. On Monday, Harry and Meghan celebrated their 7th year anniversary. They've been together for 9 years, but their wedding anniversary, they were celebrating it the 7th year. And I loved how the haters were thrown under the bus. I love where Harry and Meghan are at. I love how they decided to prove, whatever predictions you guys made are never coming to terms. And I'm not surprised that now that there seems to be a ton of events or change in tides whereby those people who hated, those people who trolled on Harry and Meghan are now seeing this particular light and are supporting them. Of course, there's this whole other video trending, whereby Ingrid Seward was interviewed by the Sun exclusive, Real Exclusive, and she was like, she thinks Montecito is good for both Harry and Meghan. Because it's very much clear and evident that things are working out so perfectly for them. And that's one thing that bothers the haters. But do they have a chance? Can they change a thing? Definitely not. Because they give them 3 years, they give them 5 years, and we are at 7 years right now. What do they have to say? One thing that's very much evident and clear is that Harry and Meghan are at a better place now more than ever. They are at a better place now more than ever. And here's the thing, I'll be taking you through a piece written by Kaiser, and let's get to see what she had to say. The title is a C word. In 2018, the WINDSORS said that the Sussexes' marriage wouldn't last 5 years. Shame on them. Because look at where they are at now. It's more than a prediction, from them. It was their end goal. They were actively working for the marriage to fail. And Harry said, they made it so bad for Meghan. They knew she would leave. What they didn't expect was for him to go with her. Harry chose peace. Harry chose his family. Harry chose his well-being. He sat down and never wanted what happened to his mother, because he saw what happened to his mother to happen to his wife. That's one thing he was not ready to deal with. And that's why he had to do what he had to do, and that is basically to go with his wife. And looking at them, they are all smiles, glowing, thriving. And I'm loving that for them. Somebody say the WINDSORS tried very hard to break this marriage, and now are just made that they have not succeeded. Going forward, they are now focusing on destroying the couple's reputation by sabotage and misinformation. And one thing that I'm so sure about is that won't work. Because people aren't fools out here. That won't work. People are well educated. People have read the Spare. People have watched the docu-series of Harry and Meghan. People have watched the interview by Oprah. People listen to Meghan's podcast, Conversations of a Female Founder. We listened to Harry's interview the other day on BBC, and we have all the right to blame the WINDSORS. We have 1,000 more reasons to hate that particular institution and continue with the whole notion and narrative that, down with the crown, abolish the monarchy, no need of having an institution that doesn't work. That's one thing myself, I'm like 100%. After those two mentioned words, Charles working Meghan down the aisle, Will Leaks forcing himself on Harry as a best man, stood up They are with Harry and whole family with help of their rotter in the UK media attacks. Dogs stole at their union for 8 years. This is so disgraceful. Because I can tell now you one sits down and kind of reflects and is like, it was all pretense. They never loved her. They never wanted Prince Harry to marry her because she was biracial, because she wasn't white. And a lot was said. And I'm loving how Harry and Meghan decided to focus on themselves. It's very narcissistic, to post such things. And I'm just like, don't they see whatever they're doing is wrong? Don't they see that it's so unfortunate or so bad? Because at this point, I think they are tripping. It's a high time they move on. It's a high time they let Harry and Meghan be. It's a high time they just focus on their working royals and for once forget about Harry and Meghan. Because they've moved on and they are at a better place in their career, financial wise, mental wise, physically wise. And I'm just like, you guys need to do the same. Ingrid Seward is one of the main monarchists struck royal commentators. She is an old school loyalist to King Charles and Queen Camilla, and she's written a lot of fanciful royal books. She's also the director of Her Majesty, a magazine which still exists. Seward was a guest on the Sun's royal theme talk show called the Royal Exclusive Show. For the most part, it's just Matt inviting royal experts on to whine about the Duke and the Duchess of Sussex. Well, this week they heard a lot to complain about. The topic of the week was the Sussex's 7th wedding anniversary, and Seward admitted something interesting. Members of the royal family told her back in 2018 that the family didn't expect Harry and Meghan's marriage to last 5 years, but I'm super happy that they fall to shame. Everything bad, everything negative that they wish to happen to Harry and Meghan, it's basically happening to them. Because as we all can see, where there seems to be a lot of trouble marriage-wise, we have a William and Kate. It's very much evident. Look at how they conduct themselves. Look at how they do things. It's a clear indication that they are not at a better place with each other. Granted, we knew this long ago. The reports of Kensington Palace staffers referring to Meghan as a degree wife didn't come out of thin air. This was what the WINDSORS were saying to everyone. It wasn't like those same people just stood back and waited for their prediction to come true. They were trying to force Harry and Meghan to divorce or worse, and they were absolutely trying to bully Meghan out of the UK. Now that she's even been gone from Britain for 5 years plus, they are still bitching and mourning though. Speaking of Seward, had so many thoughts to say. I'm just like, love always wins, and Harry and Meghan chose each other over any other thing. And that's why they can't just let any other person come from nowhere to pin them down. Because where they are from, it's far. It's been a journey. My perspective, I don't know what's your take, just let me know some of your thoughts in the comment section, and hoping to see you guys in our next more and more videos at TikTok.